This CoreCon training video is third in a series of 3. Before reviewing this training video, please look for the TeamLink Portal Overview training video and the TeamLink Portal Authentication Method number 1 video. In this training video, we're exploring Authentication Method number 2. While this method is a little more detailed, the results are also much broader. Authentication method number 2 provides outside team members the ability to view all of their assigned project information, but requires a few more steps to implement. The authentication method is based on a username and password system which will not change from project to project. When emailing team members their login information, CoreCon will automatically copy the contact's email address for their username and generate a password. These credentials can only be changed manually in the contact profile form. To determine which information should be shown in a TeamLink portal, CoreCon uses TeamLink security roles, which can be set for each company in the project directory. This provides more granular control where a company could be assigned different security roles for different projects. There are 3 default TeamLink portal roles: owner, vendor, and architect. Although these default security roles cannot be modified, custom roles can be created. This is all managed in CoreCon under Settings and TeamLink Portal. Authentication requires security roles be assigned to projects. We're going to use the same project we were using in the last training video, and we're going to go to Project Team. In the last video, we demonstrated what's happening with BMG architects. We're going to review the same RFI in this video, but in this case we're going to assign the project owner a security role called owner. And we'll add an extra feature on specifying contacts. And while we're here, let's go ahead and add the architect role. We're going to go to Actions and Send TeamLink Invite. I'm going to go ahead and select All. And we're going to send it to 2 of the contacts. One is the project owner, the other is the architect. Notice their email addresses have already appeared. CoreCon has already set up their TeamLink portal login. The preview of the email follows. This will include a hyperlink to the TeamLink portal and will give their login information. If they have logged in the past, instead of giving them a temporary password, it will give them a note that it was as previously set. And then we'll click Send Email. Now before we take a look at what happened, let's go back to the project. First, let's go to Drawings and Specs, and you can see that there are some information in here already. If we go back to Quick Links, since this is a project owner, we can see there's multiple prime contracts under this project, a change order, and a prime invoice. Back to Project Home. If we open Correspondence, you'll see the RFI that we used in the previous video. Let's open that RFI. Let's scroll down and notice that the response workflow has been turned on. The workflow type is parallel. In the previous video, we sent this already to the architect and they've sent back their response. Now we're going to also send it to the project owner. So we'll scroll up to the top again to Actions, and we're going to send RFI to respondents. If we scroll down, you can see a preview of the email and click Send Email. First, we'll notice the email where the project owner received confirmation that the architect responded and uploaded the drawings to the RFI. They received another email reminding them that they need to respond to the same RFI since they were also one of the respondents or approvers. So we'll scroll down and click on the TeamLink portal. The TeamLink portal login appears in their web browser. This project owner has logged in the past, so their email defaulted. But we'll need to add the password. logging in as the project owner. As we mentioned in the previous video, there's several differences. In this case, the authentication method number 2 gives the project owner access to all of the projects that they're referenced on and have been granted access to through a TeamLink user role. They have the ability to go to their profile, make updates, change their password. Under alerts, they have a list of items requiring their attention. Back to projects, and back to the project that we were just working with. When they open the project landing page, it's very similar to the landing page you see in QuarkCon's browser solution. The difference is that they can only see information where they're referenced, and only that information granted access through the TeamLink portal user role. If we go into drawings, we can go to simple listing. We can see the bid set of drawings and the attachment, which can be viewed right within TeamLink portal. If we go back to the project details, they can also log in and see the specifications. Again, they can open the file right within QuarkCon TeamLink portal. They can also download all of the documents. Back to project detail again. We also mentioned that the prime contracts were available, change orders, prime invoices. Since they were referenced on each and they had the TeamLink user role assigned, they can see that information as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at the prime invoice. And click open. You can see all that information has been included. This was already approved. Now the one we want to edit is the RFI details. Notice that the project owner can initiate new journals, RFIs, and submittals, but they are responding to one that we've sent to them. So let's open that RFI and open the detail. If we scroll down, they can see that the architect's already responded. If they scroll down near the bottom, they can also see the files that were uploaded. Since everything's already there, they just need to respond. And then click Save. Now let's go back to QuarkCon's browser solution. And I'm just going to back out to the RFI list and go back into the RFI detail. And we scroll down, and now we can see that the project owner has also responded. The difference in the two is that the project owner had access to all of their projects and any of the records they were given access to. They can also see any of the attachments where the Show in Portal box has been checked. And back to Project Home. As we've mentioned several times, authentication method number 2 applies to projects only, not to project leads. In order to collaborate with subcontractors or suppliers on project leads, it is recommended to use authentication method number 1. Leads can appear in the portal if authentication method 2 is being used by the subcontractor or supplier. So let's go from projects up to leads for a moment, and we'll select a lead. If you click the Edit button on the lead home, there is a box that says Show in Portal. If this box is checked and the suppliers and subcontractors and their contact information have been added to the invitation to bid, to the estimate RFPs, or to the journals, authentication method number 2 can be used by the subcontractors or suppliers.